Welcome, amazing adventurers, to our mind-blowing journey through the wackiest world records ever. Get ready to have your socks knocked off by these 10 unbelievable achievements. The tallest stack of M&M. Did you know that someone actually spent their time stacking tiny chocolate candies? That's right. The record for the tallest stack of M&M is a whopping 5 M&M high. Can you believe it? This gravity-defying feat was accomplished by Silvio Saba in 2016. Imagine the concentration and steady hands needed for this tasty tower. It's like playing Jenga, but with chocolate. One wrong move, and it's snack time. This record proves that sometimes, the sweetest victories come in small packages. By the way, do you know what an M&M says when it falls off the stack? I've embarrassed myself. The loudest burp. Hold your ears. The world's loudest burp was let out by Neville Sharp from Australia in 2021. His monstrous belch measured 112.4 decibels, that's as loud as a rock concert. Can you imagine sitting next to him at dinner? It's like having a trumpet in your ear. Neville must have drunk a lot of fizzy drinks to achieve this gassy greatness. I wonder if he warns people before he burps, or if he just likes to give them a bubbly surprise. Oh, and guess what? Some say if you listen closely, you can still hear the echo of that burp bouncing around the world. The most t-shirts worn at once. Talk about being overdressed. Ted Hastings from Canada wore a whopping 260 t-shirts at the same time in 2019. That's like wearing your entire wardrobe at once. He must have looked like a human marshmallow. Can you imagine how long it took him to put all those shirts on? And taking them off must have been like peeling a very large, sweaty onion. I wonder if he could even move his arms. By the way, do you know what a t-shirt wearing champion eats for breakfast? Sure deals. The largest collection of rubber ducks. Get ready for a quacking good time. Charlotte Lee from the USA has the world's largest collection of rubber ducks, with over 8,000 different duckies. That's a lot of bath time buddies. Imagine the squeaking noise if you stepped on all of them at once. Her house must look like a giant rubber duck pond. I bet she never feels lonely in the bathtub. Do you think she has names for all of them? Oh, and here's a fun fact. What do you call a rubber duck detective? Sherlock floats. The longest time spent laughing. Hold on to your funny bones for this one. Belachu Jerma from Ethiopia laughed continuously for 3 hours and 6 minutes in 2008. That's longer than watching 2 movies back to back. Can you imagine laughing non-stop for that long? His cheeks must have been so sore. I wonder what joke started it all. Maybe he was tickled by a feather that just wouldn't quit. Or perhaps he looked in a mirror and couldn't stop giggling at his own silly face. By the way, do you know why the record holder crossed the road? To get to the other, side. The largest ball of paint. Now, this is what I call a colorful achievement. Mike Carmichael from the USA has been painting a baseball since 1977, and it now weighs over 5,000 pounds. That's heavier than a rhino. Imagine trying to play catch with that. It's like a giant, rainbow-colored boulder. I bet it takes him days just to add one new layer of paint. Do you think he ever gets dizzy from walking around it so many times? Oh, and here's a silly thought. What do you call a ball of paint that big? A paintball champion. The most claps in 1 minute. Give a big hand to Sadayuki Fujimura from Japan, who clapped 1,103 times in just 1 minute. That's more than 18 claps per second. His hands must have been a blur. Can you imagine how red his palms must have been after that? It's like he has built-in maracas for hands. I wonder if he ever accidentally starts clapping super fast when he's at a concert or a play. By the way, do you know what a speed clapper's favorite type of music is? Hip clap. The longest human chain underwater. Talk about making a splash. In 2017, 386 divers in Thailand joined hands to form the longest human chain underwater. They stayed linked for 15 minutes. That's longer than most people can hold their breath just sitting on the couch. Imagine trying to hold hands with hundreds of people while fish are swimming around you. I bet it looked like a giant underwater conga line. Do you think they tried to do the wave? Oh, and here's a bubbly joke for you. What do you call a group of musical divers? An underwater band. The largest collection of plastic pink flamingos. Get ready to think pink. Sherry Knight from Canada has collected 1,563 plastic pink flamingos. That's a lot of fabulous, flamboyant birds. Her lawn must look like a plastic tropical paradise. I wonder if real flamingos ever fly by and get confused. Can you imagine trying to mow the grass with all those flamingos in the way? It's like navigating through a forest of pink legs. By the way, do you know what you call a pink flamingo that tells jokes? A stand-up comedian. And there you have it, awesome adventurers. 10 of the most unbelievable world records that'll make you say, wow, and how, at the same time. Remember, whether you're stacking M&M or collecting rubber ducks, every achievement is special in its own way. Keep being curious, keep having fun, and who knows, maybe you'll set the next wacky world record. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to never miss out on our fantastic adventures. See you next time, record breakers.